They say money is power, and power influences people. But how is it that a man with a hairline like this can influence a group of people that maybe, just maybe, he ain't that bad? Girl, after I seen these reactions from these so-called celebrities, girl, I am floored. But is y'all ready to talk about it? Let's juice.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beef for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we love.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Voodoo Doll TV back with a quick little joke or whatever the case may be. And look, we about to talk a little bit more about this Cassie and Diddy situation. I'm pretty sure everybody's aware. Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy for some alleged claims of SA, DV, a whole bunch of other things, where he settled in about 24 hours. So that's over with. But that has sparked a large conversation among social media and other stars and other people in the industry. Now, as we know, Cassie has settled for an undisclosed amount. I'm being told that she requested 10 mil before she went public with the lawsuit, and he denied it. So I'm pretty sure she's got over 10 mil from this whole thing. However, this has sparked a debate that I really feel like should not be a debate, but we're talking about black people in 2023. And what we know about black people in 2023 is a lot of us are misinformed, misguided, and willfully ignorant. What do I mean by willfully ignorant? I don't mean it in a sense of someone being like it's not a negative thing as far as me giving somebody a dig, but ignorant as if they're not informed or aware of what's going on, and instead of finding out information, they just go with the move. That's what I mean by willfully ignorant. So why does this matter? So ever since Diddy had this whole thing settled with Cassie, which is going to open up another can of worms, Aubrey O'Day has came out and said she's going to have some things to say. She's formulating a lawsuit with her and Danity Kane and some of the people from Making the Band and more. And, I said this on my live before. I said typically people suffer from different situations because they don't want to be the first person to speak out. So it takes someone bold to finally come out and say, hey, this happened, for other people to, just jump on the bandwagon. And I believe that's what's happening here in this situation with Diddy. In my opinion, I have never thought that he was a good person all the way back from the early 2000s when the whole Biggie thing happened. That was enough for me. And then watching him on Making the Band, I was like, he's so mean, he's so prude, he's just like not a good person. And then throughout the years, someone who's been there, who understands Diddy before he was Diddy, when he came out and he was Puff Daddy and he was dancing behind Biggie and he was with Mace and the shiny suits and all of that. I understand Puff Daddy before Diddy, before Love, before P. Diddy, before all of that. So I have a different outlook on this situation. And let me just say this. I've never seen anything good about this man. He bled people in the industry dry. Amazing, talented artists that could have done so much in their careers, but didn't because they signed to Bad Boy, which was the label to sign to back then, because everybody knew about Bad Boy. Everybody wanted to be a part of Bad Boy. Everybody just loved Bad Boy. So at the time, it made sense. But what we found through history is that these people never really make it out of the gates. It's like you go to Bad Boy and that's where you stop. You never go any further than that. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here because there were a lot of people who had some things to say about this situation, and they were not favorable toward the victim, which is Cassie. And I'm not one who feels like everybody should say the same thing. I don't like echo chambers, so I'm open to hearing other people's opinions. But when I find those opinions to be rooted in ignorance, it kind of annoys me, right? So let's get into it. So Slim Thug, a rapper from the early to mid 2000s, who made his claim to fame over in Houston, doing that whole sipping on scissor and all that type of deal. He decided to speak out. Keep in mind, he hasn't been relevant since Paul Wall and them with the grills and all of that. But he decided to come out and say what he had to say, and he sounded so ignorant and stupid. But nevertheless, I said, you know what? Let's hear him out to see what it is he have to say, because maybe it's rooted into something. I'm going to let y'all hear what he had to say, and then I'm also going to let y'all hear what he had to say after he got social media backlash. And then I'll come back for some commentary. Check this out.
With that coming back and getting Bill Cosby, coming back and getting puffed. I don't believe in that, man. When shit go down, speak on that shit right then, or it's out of it. It should be null and void. You shouldn't even have no type of nothing. You shouldn't be able to do shit unless you let the people know what happened immediately. It should be a time limit on this shit. What happened was you got around them stand up on love shit. This is what happened. I'm gonna tell you what always happened, right? You was with a billionaire with all this bread all this time, and then you followed your heart to with a trainer. That motherfucking apartment got smiled in the bitch, that lifestyle fell off, now it's struggle time, the love wearing off, and now you trying to come up with ways to figure out how to get paid. Now I'm healed and I can talk about it. I want to expose niggas in my books. You did that. You participated. You ain't say for nothing. You did that. So stand on that, man. Quit trying to expose people for money. Like, what the Nah, that apartment got small. You and that dude you left for love. You let your homegirls hype you up when you was with him. You let them homegirls hype you up to tell you, girl, he treating you bad. He cheating on you. He messing with them girls. Don't let him embarrass you like that.
So y'all just heard that. And before I let y'all hear his response after he was being flamed up, let me speak on a couple things. Number one, he's using his personal experiences or experiences he's witnessed as to what's going on here. And that's not this and this ain't that. Basically, he over there saying that she was a willing participant and she just letting her homegirls buck her up to think this, that, and the third. I just have a question for anybody out in the audience, and you could drop down in the comments and let me know. Have y'all ever seen Cassie hang out with any women outside of Diddy in the industry? Because I know I was there. Never. Not once. So the fact that he's up here saying, oh, you were a willing participant before, you just letting your homegirls, gas you up, and it's just a matter of because that apartment getting small and da-da-da. It has nothing to do with the fact that this girl was a victim. And basically, she's over there telling her story. Yeah, if it's for money, it is what it is. But I feel like as a woman, you don't get to say when somebody should say something. That is not your place. You are not in a place. I don't care, man or woman. You don't get to tell a victim when they should speak up. That's not how life works. And the fact that you sitting up here in that car with that dusty ass beard trying to tell women, you should have spoke up before. If not, just let it ride and da-da-da-da-da. Negro, you need to hush before people come out on your ass. And outside of this fool getting up here talking about, her girls must have said something to her or whatever the case may be, he's over there talking about time limits. Instead of, and it's not just Slim Thug, so I don't even want to put it on Slim Thug. It's people in general. Y'all think so surface level that I don't know if people are just too ignorant and lazy to pull back the layers, or they just don't give a fuck. But at this point, I'm leaning toward they don't give a fuck. Because how in the hell can you sit up here and say people need a time limit? If not, don't worry about it. So if I don't have the courage to speak on abuse right when it happens, I shouldn't receive justice. That is the dumbest shit I ever heard. And you know what makes it even more dumb is it's not the same energy when it's one of your kids. It's not the same energy if it's your mama or your sister or your girl. Y'all, these niggas is crazy. Nevertheless, the people got the flame in his ass up. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say in response to that, and then I'll come back for some commentary.
Maybe she didn't want to get the police involved. Isn't that what you rappers say? All right. She got her bag, so everything good. But I'm just saying that didn't sound like no abuser victim to me. It sounded like I needed that bag, and she got it, and everything good now. She fixed. Everybody happy now, right? Let me see. I'm going to read what you had to say. I really don't want to talk to you. You ain't got no face. Do you know how much strength it takes to survive, live through abuse? You know how powerful Diddy is. Money and power changes you. I don't know. I don't know none of that. I don't know. I've never been a victim of abuse. But I do know that it is scammers out here that just try to grab money from people. That's what I'm speaking on. Okay? All the people who really was abused and how your life was as a victim was hard, I have sympathy. Now you should call the police and shouldn't wait. If you shouldn't be just sitting around. You shouldn't be trying to sue them. You should just get the abuser locked up so it don't happen to nobody else.
So y'all heard him, and let me just say this: rappers are the most ignorant mother effers in society. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all niggas want to preach in one breath in the music. Oh, you a snitch if you talk to the police. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. And then say, oh no, you should have called the police because you need to get them off the street so it won't happen to nobody else. Negro, you don't give a good goddamn if that happens to nobody else. And we all know this. You don't care. It's just the fact of niggas who ain't never had shit, when they finally get their hands on a couple of dollars, they willing to hold on so tight to it, to whereas even people who are having issues that are real, they can't see it because they so busy worried about protecting not even their money, another nigga money. I hate these celebrities, all of them. They all stupid and dumb, and they all are using us as doggone victims and dummies. So, but anyway, Slim Thug, don't nobody give a damn about you. You wasn't even the hottest in Houston, bitch. Paul Wall used to clear your ass with his clear ass. If you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Slim Thug, if you don't get that dusty ass gnome beard up off of here, talking about what somebody should have did in what time frame, nigga, I hope some bitches come out on the backside on your ass. Get your ugly ass off of here. Now, just when we thought we made it through one dust storm, here we come with another one. We got Peter Guns, Pass My Peen Out like Eminem Candace, and Richie Dollars, Mr. Hide Your Chick, because they said I be taking everybody, having an uninformed conversation on what's going on. And let me just say this. One thing I will give Richie Dollars, one thing I'll give him is at least he was using common sense and deductive reasoning to understand or try to get Peter Guns' duck ass to understand that he sounded like a damn fool. But Peter Guns, remind you, is probably another high school dropout who having kids all over New York. Matter of fact, where my New York people? New York! Girl, y'all can't stay off the docket to save y'all life. Girl, New York, y'all got to be strong, New York. What is going on with the people down there in New York? New York, it must be something they're putting in the faucet water or something. I don't know. This is crazy. Nevertheless, let's get into what Peter Guns and Richie Dollars was talking about. And when Richie Dollars said he needed to contact Moniece, it was at that moment I said, yeah, it's the blind lead the blind. And then with Peter Guns behind them, it's three blind mice. But let's get into what they had to say, and I'll come back with some commentary.
Say that they want to be the voice, so this doesn't happen to somebody else. So I'm doing this, and it's not about the money. It's about this not happening to somebody else. But then you get enough money, and you shut the up. So which one is it? That's my question. Are we trying to be the voice? So this doesn't happen to somebody else, or we gonna grab this money and shut the up? That's what I was saying.
Okay. And my opinion on that is that if you listen to Cassie, agreeing with you, and that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't agree. This is what I'm saying. Number one, it was civil. Civil means money. So there was never any kind of dispute about what was going on here. There was never a dispute about what was the aim here. This is not a criminal case. He did not take a criminal case and make it civil. She did not start cooperating with the cops and then change up. She was in a civil case from the beginning, which meant she wanted money. If you listen to Cassie, Cassie's been saying, I've been asking Puff for money for years. And this nigga been on me. So I said, this is what's about to happen. I'm going to write this book. I'm going to get my money some kind of way.
So it's a money grab. You agree with me?
I'm not agreeing with you because Cassie never came out and said that she didn't want money. What Cassie did was exactly what she was supposed to do. And I'm not saying nobody's guilty because obviously everybody knows our relationship with Puff. Everybody knows our relationship with Cassie now. So all I'm saying is this. I'm not saying that Puff is guilty or innocent. This is not about that. It's not about innocence or guilt. It's about what happened that we all know publicly. Cassie said she opened the door. So now all these girls are even seeing.
for the money. He didn't do it, so she put she started putting the stuff out.
You knew what you know. There's a New York precedent that says that, and I'm gonna have to get Moniece on here because Moniece just broke it down for me. The New York precedent that is over next week. It's over on Thanksgiving Day. That said, if you have a civil suit that you want to do, that's how the girls get in L.A. Reid. L.A. Reid got the same going on. Because I ain't talking about L.A., but another girl came out from Def Jam or Arista and said that L.A. Sexy assaulted her. Another girl came out and said Bill Cosby assaulted her. The New York statute is over next week.
So now you just heard the interaction between Peter Guns and Richie Dollars. And let me tell you something. Let me ask y'all something. Do you guys not notice a pattern? All three of these males, so-called males, black males, all are speaking about money. Money is at the top of every conversation when it comes to nignogs. And I don't like it. Let me tell you why. Because I feel like this. Y'all are not even trying to understand the nuance of this situation. It's all about money. Oh, she just wanted the money. You either wanted her to come get the money or you trying to save other victims. Da, da, da. You don't give a damn, just like Slim Thug ugly ass. Y'all niggas don't give a damn about these victims. All y'all care about is how much money you think another nigga is losing. Mind you, Richie Dollars and Peter Guns, they all in cahoots with this shit because they all fans and they all so-called friends of this Diddy character. So I don't understand why we even listening to these niggas. And this is not much shade to Richie Dollars because at least you were the smartest amongst the two of you. However, y'all are all thinking about money, but that's what happens when you deprive a people of something that becomes the tippity top of everybody's expectation and of everybody's importance. And this is what happens. It is the root. No, let me back up. For the love of money is the root to all evil, which is why you get Peter Guns up here trying to rationalize or basically say, hey, the abuse is just the abuse. So if that's the case, why come after the money? Like, it's ridiculous at this point because y'all worry about the money. First of all, it ain't even y'all money. But just like Slim Thug, it's people, they just want our money. They just want our money. And I'm not stupid enough to realize or to not realize that there are people out there who just want money. I know that. But in this situation, rather y'all feel like she was a willing participant or not, Diddy, as a 30-some-odd-year-old man, got with a 19-year-old girl, groomed her, and had her doing things that she would not have done had he been not Diddy and had he been not the person who he was to do it to her. So, and that's just that. Girl, just when you think the niggas is just doing the worst, here come the bitches. Let's get Paula J White up here. Now, Paula J White, which a lot of you may know, was a slut from the 90s. I'm just kidding. But anyway, she claims she has been abused in the past as well. She used to do a lot of film, TV. I think she played on Friday, a couple other movies. But her typecast, all jokes aside, really was the whore. But she decided to speak out on this. And let's take a look at what Paula had to say. She said, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. I used to be 19 and I was in the industry and I was quite capable of saying no, as if she don't understand abuse. But maybe she doesn't. Then she goes on to say, I'm trying so hard to see the victim here. But do sex slaves usually get to pick their sex partners in a 5-star hotel? Oh yeah, because according to Paula and what she's saying, if you get abused amongst luxury, then it's not really abuse. That's what she's trying to say, or at least that's what I'm getting from it. Then she goes on to say, I think y'all just don't like him. But he didn't invent the game, he just plays it. Hubby thinks I don't like her, but that's not true. I don't like chicks that take easy routes and get mad when it don't pan out. God bless the child who got his own. Yes, this is another so-called black woman. So-called, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Another so-called black woman that has something stupid to say. And again, that's why I say it ain't just black males. It's black people, period. But she has more. Let's move on. Then she goes on to say, oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Y'all get caught up in beautiful. You see a pretty little fawn and thinks Bambi instead of baby demon. Then she replies to that by saying, but yes, I believe she deserves compensation. It was like a marriage and she became accustomed to the lifestyle. And after all that stuff she wrote, she did. I don't think he was ever really going to marry her. Ew, I don't even know what this means. Then she goes on to say, did you read that thing? It sounds like something out of a Penny Dreadful. I'm tired of women making poor choices that affect us all. setting a precedent that leaves us vulnerable. 10 years from now, some dude says your lack of affection gave him PTSD. Every absent dad isn't by choice. Girl, this is just making my head hurt. But you know, I should have known, because this bitch got baby teeth. Paula J White, I'm going to get a picture up here after I read this last tweet. Hold on. Then she goes on to say, maybe I'm jaded because I'm here. I lived it and I see it every day. The pretty ones with little talent take what they want while the rest of us depend on God. The Bible says bribery is okay in business. Give a little to get ahead. So she did. He should have took the deal. I don't even know what this means at this point. But let's get Paula J Walker up here, or Parker, whatever that whole name is. Now, y'all do me a favor and take a look at the teeth on this bitch. Did I not tell y'all when we were talking about Krishan's sister China and a host of other people, Yandy Luther King, that you never trust a word coming out of a grown motherfucker's mouth who got teeth the size of a kindergartner's? Look at her teeth. Bitch, go lay down, Paula. Bitch, they done blackballed you. Girl, you done said they done tried to do you dirty and da-da-da-da-da. And you so personal, taking everything so personal about pretty little things, always want their way, and they don't have to rely on talent. It's God. Why are you in your feelings about something that ain't got nothing to do with you, bitch? If the girl said she had things going on with Diddy, what does that mean to you? Why do you have to come out and say what you saying? But see, I know bitches like you. Bitches with teeth the size of third graders always got something to say. That's why you never listen to a bitch with teeth like this. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? I'm trying to teach y'all something. This bitch cannot be trusted. And if you did, in fact, suffer from abuse, the fact that you're here saying this is just ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous, but I get it. Some victims end up repeating the same victimization that they've experienced. So you know what, little teeth bandit, get your ugly doo-doo head ass off here. And that's why your ass couldn't get no more jobs, bitch, because you talk too much. Shut your ass up and go get your teeth fixed, bitch. Get off of here. So anywho, you heard some of these people say what they have to say, and I would just like to say this. There are so many people uploading footage of Diddy and his cringe behavior in the past. I want you guys to take a look at some of this footage and let me know what y'all think about some of this stuff, because I don't know if it's true or false necessarily, but I do believe Cassie. But what I will say is this. Once you start really paying attention to people, you get to see a lot of things. Take a look at a couple of these footages that I got of him being super cringe. One where he's got this clear little girl up there looking like she's afraid for her life. And then another one where Usher was basically talking about how he went over to Diddy's house and he saw some things that he shouldn't have saw at 13 years old. Girl, y'all can't make this shit up. Take a look.
So I hope everybody have a happy Easter. Jesus Christian. Anybody else? Yeah. Everyone, introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Barone.
Eva Barone Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Hey, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. We want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron.
And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans. Jodeci, Mary J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time, you know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up.
Now, pay attention really quick to something right here. Body language tells more than people's actual words. Look at this young girl. Look at how nervous she looks. Look at how she feels so uncomfortable. And I'm just looking at her eyes and her body language while Diddy is over there basically parading this girl like he just adopted a pit bull or something, talking about he adopted a child just like Madonna was adopting kids and all of that, black kids. Girl, look at this little girl. Little girl, where is your mama and daddy? Call 911, little girl, because that man, Lord knows what they doing over there. Because let me tell you something, Holly Weird be doing a lot of crazy things with children. I'm not going to get into detail. Go on YouTube and figure it out, girl. But I'm telling you, if you know, you know. And the fact that he have this little young girl up here with them boys back there, girl, I ain't going to say what I think, but I'm just saying I don't like the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, it's giving predatory. It's just giving predatory to me. I hope the little girl find her real mama and daddy so she can get up out of the Diddy house, girl. And you a clear girl too, girl. Call 911. They'll be turning the wheels in 15 seconds, girl. They don't play with niggas like that. And then also, when Usher was speaking about his situation and how he moved in with Diddy, that was very telling as well. Because like he said, my mama didn't know what was going on, but which I have questions to your mom. Why would she allow you to be going by a grown man's house and nobody's there, just you and that man, no chaperone, no nothing? I don't like it, girl. But anyway, he talked about some of the things without saying so much that he experienced so much, but then he turned around and also had Justin Bieber over there. We've all seen the footage, you know what I'm saying? And I personally do not like it. Girl, them people in Hollywood, y'all can have y'all faves if y'all want. I don't like none of them. They all can't be trusted. But I'm telling you what I know. Them people be into some crazy, illicit things. And a lot of people in the industry know about it and they don't say nothing just simply because of who these people are. Who are your Diddys and who are your Jay-Z's and all these other people. Anyway, I'm going to leave y'all with this. His former bodyguard or artist, Mark Curry, has some things and some theories as to why Diddy is going through this. And it kind of tapped into my conspiracy theory brain. If you guys have been watching, any of my lives in the past, week? I said that either it was the issue he had with the liquor company, or it could be the Joker thing, because we all know he got sued for trying to be the Joker and all of that. Or they sent him a cease and desist. I'm sorry. Please strike that part. But y'all take a listen to what Mr. Curry had to say and let me know if y'all think this theory applies to what's going on with Diddy. I've always said this is much bigger than Cassie. I believe everything happened, but I also believe Diddy pissed off the wrong people. But nevertheless, listen to Mark Curry and his theories about what's going on. And y'all, I'm going to leave after that. Y'all, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all platforms. Please get in the comments. I'm interested to see what y'all think about this whole situation, about these Negroes. I'm talking about, and the girls too. Paula J Parker, ugly ass. I'm very curious to see what y'all think about this and how y'all feel about this whole situation. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Rumble, Twitch, all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, everything. And I'll see y'all hoes later. Bye.
Like saying this, and she's a married woman, don't have no reason to lie. Oh, Diddy and some more. You know, that's what I came on for today. I'm like, damn. My man can't keep, I don't know, ever since he did that lawsuit with the Deleon, I'm telling you, things that got real heated for him. But yo, Cassie is saying that he date raped her. They agreed to Bill Cosby this man. Yo, Bill Cosby, you know what they did to Bill Cosby? You know, they're gonna R. Kelly him. Now she coming out like saying this, and she's a married woman, don't have no reason to lie. She don't have no reason to come out and say, okay, cool, so cool. Now, what I do know is people, jealous people, It's a thing about jealous people when they don't want to see you have nothing and that they want it all. Those kind of people really don't have no boundaries in life. They don't really know, like they don't have limits. Like my mother told me that things that I shouldn't do, I always listen to. Like, what your mother told you? My mother told me don't never stand and put your hand on your hip. What is Puffy thinking about? Yo, you can't do all of this. Now, do y'all want to ask me, do I think these allegations are true? I don't know. Because the only thing I can really tell you is when you get money, your preferences, your whole everything changes. You turn into a creep. So you be like, damn, you understand? Like, I'm going to give y'all an example. I want y'all to follow me real good. So, let's say if you start off and you just watching pornographic movies, and you be like, there's nothing wrong. But what happens over so long, you keep watching them, and then your mind adapts to them, and then you be like, what else is better? What else is better? And then you always be reaching for what else is better? What else is better? But if you don't never have control over yourself to just know the levels and say, okay, those are levels you don't never travel to, whatever, these are the dues, these are the morals, this is how things go, and then you can understand how to live. But when you have that kind of money and you have that kind of power, sometimes you lose your morals and you lose your definition of life. You don't understand why you're doing it. You don't know why you're doing it. You think when money becomes something that you have and it doesn't really matter to anyone around you,
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.